So the conclusion is that the researchers really suggest that twice weekly LLT for 6 weeks is the optimal frequency for managing body weight in overweight adults. All right. So when I think of treatments, I often think more frequent, better, especially with something like laser therapy. When we're looking at low-level laser therapy, collagen stimulation, or we're looking at it for pain, it's something we want to use every day, right? So why for fat loss or circumference shrinking would we not do it every day? Why was the more frequent group less successful in the study?
With these lasers, they make these micropores in the fat. Fat cells, they expand and shrink. Most people, they just expand. If you're lucky, they can also shrink and some of the fat goes out. But it's very hard to kill a fat cell. There's
Suck them out with liposuction.
exactly liposuction, cryo. In this case, there's micropores and the fats are leaking out. Now, what happens with that fat when it leaves the fat cell? It has to go through your lymphatic system and through your liver, and it has to get metabolized and removed from the body. And if you're doing it too much, there's a couple things that I think could happen. One would be you bog down those systems and they're unable to process all of it. So then they end up reabsorbing the fat. The other thing I could see would be maybe a resistance mechanism where if you stimulate something over time, you become resistant to that stimulus, or you have to move the site of estrogen application on your body to get the same effect. I think something like that could happen as well, potentially, where if it's getting that signal constantly, it just kind of wears out and thinks maybe we don't need to respond to that signal the same way anymore. The third option would be like there's a time cycle for this process to happen where, you open the pores and they stay open for 2 days or 3 days. And so then if you're trying to stimulate it again at 3 times a week, those people didn't see as much improvement because it was almost too frequent for the mechanism or the process. I could see a few different things going on there.